Beneath the azure waters of the Mediterranean, shrouded in mystery and lost to time, lies an ancient city. Welcome to a journey into the past, to the lost city of Thonis Heraklion, a jewel of ancient Egypt. Nestled at the mouth of the Nile, about 20 miles northeast of Alexandria, this city was once a bustling port, a vibrant hub of trade and culture. Imagine, if you will, a city alive with the hustle and bustle of traders, the murmur of scholars, and the hushed whispers of priests. A city whose origins are steeped in mythology, dating back to the 12th century BC. Thonis Heraklion was not just a city. It was a testament to the grandeur of the Egyptian civilization, a beacon of prosperity and knowledge. But then, as if in an instant, everything changed. The city that once stood tall and proud was no more. It vanished, swallowed by the very waters that had once been its lifeblood. The cause? Possibly a severe flood, a cataclysmic event that caused the ground beneath the city to liquefy, dragging it down into the depths. For centuries, Thonis Heraklion remained hidden, its existence known only in myths and legends, until its remains were discovered in the Gulf of Abu Qir. The discovery was akin to unearthing buried treasure, a trove of knowledge that shed light on an era long gone. It was like a window into the past, offering glimpses of a civilization that had once thrived. The story of Thonis Heraklion is not just a tale of a lost city. It is a testament to the resilience of human spirit, a reminder of our enduring quest for knowledge. It is a saga of a city that rose to prominence, only to disappear without a trace, and then be rediscovered centuries later. As we delve deeper into the abyss, we uncover the secrets of a civilization swallowed by the sea. As we continue this journey, let's remember that the past is never truly lost. It lives on, waiting to be discovered, waiting to tell its story. And what a story it is. Born out of legend, Thonis Heraklion emerged as a beacon of prosperity. Thonis Heraklion, a name that sings of both Egyptian and Greek heritage, rose from the fertile banks of the Nile in the vicinity of the great city of Alexandria. From its mythical beginnings in the 12th century BC, the city grew, steadily rising to prominence, its star ascending with every passing century. As a bustling port city, Thonis Heraklion was the gateway to Egypt, a vital conduit for the trade that flowed in from the Mediterranean. It was a city of vibrant markets, where goods from different corners of the world exchanged hands, and wealth poured in like the river that nourished its lands. From grains to gold, from spices to silk, the city was a grand bazaar, a meeting point of cultures and commerce. But Thonis Heraklion was more than just a commercial hub. It was a city of culture, a city where the arts flourished, where scholars gathered, and where the divine and the mortal intertwined. The city was home to grand temples and palaces, where pharaohs and gods were celebrated with equal fervor. The streets echoed with the sounds of music and merriment. The air was thick with the scent of incense and the spirit of festivity. The city's importance grew, particularly during the last days of the pharaohs. It was a time of change, a time of transition. And Thonis Heraklion, with its strategic location and its cultural and economic significance, played a crucial role in shaping the destiny of ancient Egypt. Yet, amidst the hustle and bustle, the city retained its charm, its character. The sun would set over the Nile, casting long shadows over the city, painting the sky with hues of gold and crimson. The river would shimmer in the twilight, reflecting the grandeur of Thonis Heraklion, a city that stood as a testament to the prowess of the ancient world. In its prime, Thonis Heraklion was a bustling hub of activity, a testament to the grandeur of the ancient world. But as the saying goes, all that glitters is not gold. Behind its prosperity, Thonis Heraklion hid a fatal flaw. This bustling metropolis, once a beacon of trade and culture, was not privy to the impending disaster that would mark its downfall. Historians and scientists have puzzled over the sudden demise of Thonis Heraklion, with several theories surfacing to explain its catastrophic end. One of the most prevalent hypotheses points towards a severe flood. Imagine, if you will, a torrential downpour of such magnitude that it overwhelms the city's infrastructure, flooding the streets and buildings and gradually submerging the entire cityscape. Yet, this theory of a sudden flood doesn't stand alone. Another explanation proposes the phenomenon of soil liquefaction as a potential cause. This process, often triggered by intense seismic activity, transforms solid ground into a fluid-like state. Picture this: the solid foundations of Thonis Heracleon, once firm and unyielding, suddenly shifting and sinking, unable to support the weight of the city. The buildings, markets and temples that once stood tall and proud, collapsing into the liquefied soil, disappearing beneath the surface of the water. These theories, while distinct, may not be mutually exclusive. It is entirely plausible that a severe flood could have induced soil liquefaction, resulting in a catastrophic combination that sealed the city's fate. Or perhaps the city was victim to a slow, creeping demise, with the ground gradually liquefying over decades or even centuries, until the city could no longer stand. One can't help but reflect on the irony of this tale. Thonis Heracleon, a city that owed its prosperity to the waterways that connected it to the wider world, was ultimately undone by the very same element. The water that once brought ships filled with goods, traders from distant lands, and a wealth of cultural exchange eventually brought about the city's downfall. In an unfortunate twist of fate, the city that once thrived was consumed by the very waters that brought it prosperity. As the waters rose, the city fell, its grandeur sinking beneath the waves. The once thriving metropolis of Thonis Heracleon, a beacon of prosperity and culture, found itself on the precipice of oblivion. The encroaching waters were relentless, and the city that had once stood proudly at the mouth of the Nile was gradually abandoned, its inhabitants seeking refuge elsewhere. Imagine the heartache of those who had to leave their homes and livelihoods behind. The city they had known and loved, the city that had been a vital hub for trade and culture, was slowly being consumed by an unstoppable force. Yet there were some who chose to stay, a testament to human resilience and the enduring hope that their beloved city would somehow survive. These steadfast souls remained through the Roman era, a time of great change and upheaval. They witnessed the dawn of the Arab conquest, a pivotal period in history that would leave its mark on the region for centuries to come. Yet, even as the world around them evolved, the fate of Thonis Heracleon was sealed. The city was losing its battle against the encroaching waters. By the end of the 8th century AD, what remained of Thonis was finally claimed by the sea. The city that had once bustled with life, that had been a center of trade and a bastion of culture, was now silent. Its streets and plazas, once teeming with activity, were now submerged, hidden from the world above. In the end, the once great city of Thonis Heracleon was no more. Its grand architecture, its vibrant markets, its rich history, all were lost to the depths. The city that had thrived for centuries, that had played a crucial role in the annals of history, was now a distant memory, a ghost of its former glory. Thonis Heracleon, once a vibrant city, now lay silent and forgotten at the bottom of the sea. Centuries passed before the city resurfaced, not on land but in the annals of history. It was the Gulf of Abu Qir which held the secrets of Thonis Heracleon in its watery depths. The city, once teeming with life, had become a silent underwater tomb, a testament to the ebb and flow of civilizations. In a grand revelation, the city was discovered not through the lens of folklore, but through the meticulous efforts of archaeologists. The remains of Thonis Heracleon lay submerged, silently waiting to be unearthed. The remnants of the city revealed a world that was both familiar and alien to us. The archaeological findings painted a vivid picture of a city that was once a bustling hub of trade and culture. They found grand temples, colossal statues, and intricate artifacts, each more fascinating than the last. The city's architecture bore witness to its prosperity and grandeur, while the artifacts spoke of a rich cultural tapestry that had been woven over centuries. The remains of the city also gave us a glimpse into the daily lives of its inhabitants. From pottery shards to personal trinkets, each artifact held a story of its own, whispering tales of a time when the city was a vibrant center of life. Yet the city was not just a collection of buildings and artifacts. It was a living, breathing entity that had been home to countless individuals. The bones of the city's residents bore testament to the lives they had lived, the hardships they had faced, and the dreams they had cherished. The discovery of Thonis Heracleion served as a poignant reminder of the transient nature of human existence. It was a city that had thrived, prospered, and then in an instant disappeared. Yet, through the tireless efforts of archaeologists, the city had been given a second life, allowing us to peer into a world long gone. What was once lost has been found, offering us a glimpse into a world long gone. The city of Thonis Heracleion, once lost to the sands of time, had been resurrected from its watery grave, allowing us to piece together the story of a civilization that had once flourished at the mouth of the